Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Maya Pidambaran, liver specialist. Welcome to our channel M&M Gastrocare. This episode I'm going to talk about liver transplantation in children. What is liver transplantation? When a diseased liver in the body is replaced by a new liver wholly or partially is what we call as is a procedure what we call as liver transplantation. Now the organ which is kept, the new organ, it can be retrieved from a dead person or a brain dead person, which we call as diseased donor liver transplantation or DDLT, or it may be taken partially from a living donor, which we call as living donor liver transplantation or LDLT. Now the person who donates the liver, for him the liver regenerates fastly in the next few weeks or so. Liver is the only organ in the body which can regenerate after it is removed partially. So, do children require liver transplantation? If so, what are the indications for that? Yes, when in a child, when there is a liver disease or the liver dysfunction is so severe that it can cause death without a liver transplantation, that's when a liver transplantation is advised in a child. If you look at the global data, globally, the most common cause for transplantation in children is biliary atresia. Biliary atresia is a condition where there is a problem with the bile ducts in the a newborn or an infant. So when the child is born, within a few weeks, the child will start showing jaundice or the yellow color of the eyes, yellowness of the urine, and due to the absence of bile in the stools, the motion of the stools will be pale color. These are the indications to tell us that the child could be having biliary atresia. In a child with biliary atresia, the first option would be to go for a Kasai procedure. However, in a certain percentage of children, the Kasai fails, and in them the liver starts failing, and that's when we advise them to go for a liver transplantation. If you look at the other indication for liver transplantation in children, one is an acute liver failure. That is, suddenly a normal liver stops functioning and fails to do its function. The most common cause of an acute liver failure in our country is acute viral hepatitis, be it viral hepatitis A, B or E. Now other causes, if you look, decompensated liver cirrhosis. That is, when the liver shrinks, that is when we call the liver to have cirrhosis. The common causes of liver cirrhosis in children include viral hepatitis B or C, autoimmune liver disease, Wilson's disease are some of the causes for liver cirrhosis. All children with liver cirrhosis need not undergo transplantation. Only when the medical measures fail and the child has a high chance of death due to the liver cirrhosis, that's when we advise liver transplantation. Other indications for liver transplantation include liver tumors, metabolic liver diseases in children, genetic diseases are few other indications for liver transplantation. So if you have decided to go for liver transplantation for your child, what are the things you need to know, what are the precautions you need to take? The child who is decided to have a liver transplantation usually will have a panel of blood tests to be done and also a CT scan of the abdomen. The decision on whom to donate is also to be taken. Most often it is the first of kin or the first degree relatives who can donate, which may be the father, mother or siblings. And according to the weight of the child, the amount of liver or the how much liver has to be retrieved is decided. What are the complications which you can anticipate post liver transplant, which includes rejection. Rejection is a process where the body recognizes the new liver as foreign and tries to reject it. We have good medications to prevent rejection now. Other complications include infections. Also, if the new liver stops functioning, that's called as non-functioning. If the vascular or the vessels do not get blocked post transplant, or if the bile ducts gets blocked or there is a leakage. These are some of the complications post liver transplant. So after transplant, the child is usually kept in the ICU for the first few days, and slowly as the child improves, the oxygen, the child is disconnected from the ventilator, the oxygen is removed, the lines are removed one by one, the child is started to on feeds as early as possible. Medications to prevent rejection, medications to prevent infections are all started. The child is closely monitored, slowly ambulated, and once the child is all right, we shift the child to the room. In the room also, the child and the parents are taught, if it's an older child, the child as well, and the parents are taught how to take care of the child, what are the medications to be given, what are the precautions they need to take, and then they are sent home. Normally it takes around 3 months to 6 months for the child to come back to normalcy. After 3 to 6 months, the child can be as normal as any other child. He can eat, he can play, he can even start going to school. So what we need to understand is liver transplantation in children can sometimes be needed. It can be a new ray of hope in a child, and it gives a new life to the child. So this is what I want to convey in this video. So if you like this video, please press the like button, please share our video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.